Some sort of magic binds this demon. I never expected Gao the Greater to be so powerful.
This area is forbidden. Only Gao himself is allowed to enter. You must be destroyed. Nor I you. But the power of Gao's magic compels me. He summoned me to this place and bound me to guard this chamber. The penalty for all who enter is death. I, Jianxi, the great elephant demon, must crush you.
1,000 cuts. Heavenly wave. Long sword. Ha! Thousand cuts. Totally before. Thousand cuts. Dire flame. I'll have to try hard. Heavenly wave. 1,000 cuts. Heavenly wave. 1,000 cuts. Long sword. Ha! You can't kill!
Is there anything...
You dare disturb me in my grief? I said no interruptions. You will pay for... Wait. You are not one of my servants. I know you. You are one of Master Li's students. You were the one who killed my son Gao. Your words mean nothing. You are a murderer, a killer! Gao was everything to me, and now he's gone. Damn you and that school! My Gao was never good enough for Master Li. You were always his prize pupil. Now my son is... Gao may be gone, but I will avenge him. I know the styles your broken old master taught you, and I know how to beat them. I promise your death will be both slow and painful. Spirit thief! You're going up! Long sword. Long sword. Thousand cuts. Dire flame. Long sword. Spirit thief. Dire flame. Spirit thief. Spirit thief. Dire flame. You're too slow. Spirit thief. Spirit thief. Heavenly wave. Thousand cuts. Long sword. Spirit thief. Thousand cuts. Spirit thief. Long sword. Dire flame.
Dead already. Damn it all. I wanted nothing more than to watch this man die. It matters because he deserved to die by my hands. No, that's not right. I should be thanking you. Besides, after I left you, I stumbled across something just as important. Let me explain why I'm here. That should clarify things. You saw with your own eyes that these pirates were collecting slaves, right? True enough, I have a particular hatred for slavers. Gao's slaving operation found its way to my home several years ago. I was away at the time, but my daughter was there. Those black-hearted bastards took my daughter, Pin Mei. They killed her for resisting them. She was my only child. I lost her mother when Pin Mei was born, but my daughter was something precious in return. The slavers offered no such consolation. It has been 3 years since I lost my daughter, and I have spent that time tracking down the men who took her. My search led me here, to the lair of Gao the Greater. His men took my daughter, and I meant to even the score. On my way up here, I stumbled across records that show that this goes beyond Gao. The Lotus Assassins are his primary buyers. Is that so? There can be no doubt, then. This goes beyond Gao the Greater. I have my vengeance, but how many others have suffered as I have because of the Lotus Assassins? Do you mean to go further with this? I would join you. Only a fool would oppose the Lotus Assassins, but 2 fools working together stand a better chance than one. It'll be an honor to join you. Oh, and I stumbled across a little something on my way up here. It's probably something you need.
Hey! That's the dust inductor I was hiding. The dragonfly can't fly without it. It was under the floorboards in my workshop last I looked. Well, next time I hide something, I'm packing explosives around it. Yes, explosives shaped like silver bananas. Stops thieves, monkeys, and monkey thieves in one fell swoop. Yeah.
In my mind, you stand the best chance of facing down Gao's masters. We also have a far greater chance of succeeding together rather than apart.
I don't know if I trust this man, but we can't afford to turn away potential allies, not with what lies ahead.
Your companion's ability to judge character is matched only by her beauty. I may not be the most constant of men, but I am true. I assure you, I will be as devoted and capable as any of your other companions.
Ha! If I could harness all that hot air, I could make a furnace to power the whole of the Imperial City. Well, if you're done with all the talking, I have to go make the dragonfly ready for some flying. Ha! Much kicking and such. It really gets the blood flowing. And explosions. Lots of blood flowing from those too. I replaced the dust inductor. The marvelous dragonfly will cross the sky at your whim, for a short way. The heavens welcome my machines, but not without considerable cajoling. If you want to fly more than a short distance, I will need an inscrutable power source. Oh, the assassins have an inscrutable power source. In fact, they had two. One was here, and they planned to put it in the dragonfly. But Kang was fast and smart. Kang exploded the power source. That way, they couldn't take my beautiful dragonfly and fly away without me. Ha ha! What wonders cling to you, my friend? There were only two in this whole region, and I destroyed one so Inquisitor Lim would not make off with my marvelous dragonfly. The other was with the Lotus Assassins, but the fools only used it for demolition. Now, here you stand with it. I will put it in the dragonfly, and it will be ready to go. Not the ideal placement. If it shook more, the heavens might think we were afraid and take pity. This is more stable, but not as fun. Okay, she's ready to go. Hop on. I know a nice safe landing place just outside Tien's Landing. Very unlikely we'll crash. Don't worry about that. When the marvelous dragonfly takes off, the earth shakes and the sky trembles. You can't miss it. Your friend will see us take off, and he'll head back to town on his own. Interesting strategy. Now try winning. Careful now, you'll get something.
This new flyer seems nicer than the one we took from Gal the Lesser. Although, I'm really only judging by how shiny it is. A poor guess, I'm sure.
No. The marvelous dragonfly is superior to the amber mosquitoes I foisted on Gao. And actually, the shinier the better. The heavens like their glory reflected. A shame I can't leave it on the ground for all to see, but I'm not going through all this just to have it stripped to the frame by local brats. I'll call it back if we need it. Well, it's much like the dilemma of the centipede. If he relaxes and lets things happen, he can walk naturally all day long, his 100 legs not missing a step. But if he thinks too hard about the complexity of what he's doing, those legs might crash into the tea house and kill everyone. A valuable lesson.
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. I'm trying to feel good about what happened at Gao's fortress, the lair of his pirates. We went looking for our master and perhaps another flyer. What we found, I was not prepared for how cruel people could be. Seeing those people with no control over their fates, it is similar to a pain in my past that I have not thought about for a long time. I would not dream of saying my experience is similar to those poor people in Gao's fortress. But that lack of control, I know that well. One of the only things I know about myself is that on the morning I was born, the sky was red, like distant mountains were on fire. Perhaps it was dirge burning, as Zeus said. I believe it was an ill omen, and that stigma is why my abilities became a burden. That's why I must have been left at the school. To be subject to the whims of someone else just because of what you are, be you slave or outsider. Yes, I know that well. Yes, you are an outsider too, albeit one with power to change your world. I think the slaves in the pirate lair would greatly appreciate your skill in defense. And I would make great use of your confidence. You inspire me to think of the possibilities, not just the problems. I'm gaining an appreciation for the person you are becoming. Perhaps we should speak on these matters again sometime. Be well, my friend.
What do you want? You need to repair your ship? For the place you're going and the man you want to find? The Guardian says it's a mightier task than you think, but that you're special too. I think you're special too. All the others are people, but you're different. I like you. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay.
Yes? Is there something you want? I've said enough for the time being. The events... I don't know what else... He is dead, and the Empire will shed no tears. He paid the price for aligning himself with Death's hand. There is no reason to say any more than that. Goodbye, then.
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts. I found my way to Tien's Landing quite by accident. A very big accident. A few wealthy merchants lost some, property, and I almost lost my hat and my head. Gao the Greater heard about my inventions and bribed some officials to effect my release. I thought I had found a nice rich benefactor, but I was locked away in his lair. He gave me a nice workshop, but he really was a fool. I showed him my wind map. He didn't care where it led. He was only interested in his slaves. It shows where I've been, not where I'm going, I think. I made it on my journey to, here. But I don't quite remember where I was traveling from. Not good. It seems to me I left something, a clue for myself, but I'm not sure why I'd need to. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a short trip back the way I came? None. And I am very good at remembering things. At least I think I am. I can't remember for certain. The map could lead anywhere, so we should let it. Well, let's see then. It must lead to where I was last, which would be the ideal place to go first. Keep an eye out. I don't know why my tracks were covered, but I do tend to incur the occasional death threat. The craters are remarkably unappreciated. This looks familiar. Keep going. I have the urge to build something. There are memories in the route we have lined. Keep going. I see patterns, schematics. Keep going. I'll hammer it out. Almost there. Just a few more pieces to figure out. Our flight was great fun. Lots of explosions. But what does it mean? I think it's a clue. I hid something in my head because I was going to lose my memory, I think. One thing for certain, there was no destination. We ended where we began. The route was the important part. Let me show you what it inspired me to make. It's, I'm not sure what it is. But it has a lever on it that is begging to be pulled. There's only one way to find out. Well, there's probably one or two, but who has time to dig an artillery trench? Here we go. And nothing. Right? We're not dead, I think. That is decidedly disappointing. I was expecting something. I must still need a part I can't remember. I need some time to think, to get my brain straightened out. This is most intriguing and infuriating. Give me some time. Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the Dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.
Something's on your mind? I only spent enough time in Tien's Landing to learn the location of Gao the Greater's stronghold. It's a nice enough place, though they're still adjusting to the flooding of the old town some years ago. Of course, I was just thinking about things. Gao richly deserved his death, but I'm not sure I ever really expected it to happen. Three long years of tracing these slavers to their master, only to find that there were more above him. Consolation lies in finding others who share my goals. I didn't expect to be lucky enough to find a friend in this place. Gao's slavers took my daughter, Pin Mei, and I was able to follow them. Fortunately, they didn't cover their tracks. I chased them down, trying to reach her. I was too late. Pin Mei was spirited, and I'm sure she fought them. I believe they decided she was too much trouble and killed her. 5 years old, and they ran her through. I found her dead by the roadside and stopped my pursuit. By the time I cared to continue my chase, the slavers were long gone. It's fine. Thank you for your concern, but for the most part, I've come to terms with her death. But why dwell on this? Gao is dead, and perhaps Pin Mei has found some peace. That's what really matters. That and what we still have to accomplish. You're right, but we have to pick our time, and now isn't it. We can talk about this later. Always happy to help.
The dam is closed and the pirates are gone. Thanks to you, we can start rebuilding our lives.
Things have never been easy in Tien's Landing. The Emperor doesn't care about...
Now that those sailors are gone, it's safe for a girl to walk the streets again. I hear strange sounds coming from the ruins at night.
Things have never been easy in Tien's Landing.
Konio kioia kawaia wo kawaia watita osia kwani nipawia.
I never thought I'd be glad to be back here, but I am.
Yes, yes, Minister Sheng is properly grateful that you were able to free the peasants. You truly are a great hero, and so on and so forth. More importantly, you destroyed the pirates who plagued Minister Sheng's administration of this town. Here is your reward.
Owowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayet.
Hello, hello! Don't think I'm ungrateful for your earlier efforts. I do, however, have much to do. Was any man ever so eternally busy as Minister Sheng? The dam is... Ah, my... It is true I am knowledgeable and well-traveled. Very well, let me elucidate. giant among men, superb, the best emperor ever. Surely he will soon allow me to return to the Imperial City? Surely. Of course, I hold all the Emperor's advisors in the highest esteem. Death's Hand serves the Emperor, as do we all. He is a trifle terrifying, however. But I respect him. Oh, yes, I respect him so very, very much. A magnificent metropolis. With the dam closed, I'm certain it is only a matter of time until Minister Sheng is once again welcomed to its wondrous bosom. Very well.
Even with the dam closed, Sheng still cries at night about going back to the Imperial City.
I must remain vigilant for skilled warriors. Sadly, resolve and spirit seem precious commodities in this isolated spit of a town. The blighted forest cuts these peasants off from the heart of our empire, but still they do nothing. Fools. Go.
Siapa saya Ki Unir?
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you? You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily taught. Return to me when you feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready. When you feel that you sufficiently understand the way of the open palm, return to me. Business sure has dropped with those sailors gone.
Everything I am, I owe to the Emperor.
Now that the pirates are gone, things are getting back to normal.
What's that smell? Oh, that's right, it's me.
I'm gonna be a thief when I grow up. They're tough.
Aha! When I saw that airship flying off from the island, I figured the best thing was to come back here. I knew you'd come back and see me, because we're a team. And what a team! I dropped you off at the pirate camp, you killed some pirates, I got drunk, you killed more pirates, and I took a nap. We are an unstoppable team, my friend. Do you know that all this adventuring and such has shamed me? I find myself dwelling on memories of my youth. I was a capable man once. I've lost so much. I've wasted so much. Nonsense. People say that all the time, but they don't really mean it. I've made bad decisions, and now I must live with them. I can't just suddenly turn my life around. You clearly do not understand how complex life can be. Why, if I just stopped drinking wine, I'd probably have a better chance at finding a wife, I suppose. Well, then she'd make me get up before midday. I'd pull the barge and ride the river all day. Then I'd come home to a house full of kids and a wife. Probably with a big dinner on the stove. Yes, it does sound nice. Even worth giving up the wine for. But it's not that easy. I don't think I'd be strong enough. I'm just a useless old drunk. I suppose that's true. I did get you up the river when nobody else could. When nobody else dared. If I can take on the pirates, surely I can give up the wine. Thank you, my friend. I am going to get sober. Find some poor unfortunate woman and make her my wife. And it's all thanks to you. Oh, I owe you more than I can say. Thank you.
Hello.
Filthy thieves stole my rags!
Business sure has dropped with those sailors gone. Are you getting slow in your old age, young?
The dam is closed, the pirates are gone, and life is good in Tien's Landing once again. Not that I'm surprised. Not at all. Everybody else was all doom and gloom. Some even wanted to leave the town, but not me. I knew everything would work out. And now things are better than ever. The dam is...